Catch it with 976 Tuna. Hey everybody, welcome to one of the most beautiful countries on the face of the earth. We are here in Panama. Most of us know Panama because of its canal, but the reality is that this is a spectacular country with many attractions for visitors. Panama City is a modern center of international banking and global commerce and home to 750,000 peace-loving Panamanians who welcome foreign tourists. The bike riding police, part security force, part tourist guides are everywhere, ensuring visitors have a safe experience. And there's a lot for tourists to see. The fascinating ruins of Panama, La Vieja, Old Panama, remnants of the original Spanish settlement, are nearly 500 years old. Its ornate colonial-era churches reflect Panama's rich heritage. But it's in Panama's rainforest, just minutes from downtown Panama City, that you'll find the real natural beauty of this country. And offshore, well, the tropical waters of Panama are legendary fishing grounds. It's the moment we've all waited for, everybody. The Royal Star is pulling up here in Panama to start the 2004 season. We are so excited. We'll be offshore with all of you in just a few more moments as a new era in long-range sport fishing is taking place down here with the beautiful people of Panama. This second season of the Royal Star in Panama is the realization of a dream for long-range anglers. Panama is, after all, the site of more world record catches than any other place on Earth. But these teeming waters have generally been inaccessible to most foreign anglers. Today, through the cooperation of the United States and Panama and the pioneering work of Royal Star owner-operators Tim Ekstrom and Randy Toussaint, American anglers can conveniently tackle these waters on board the luxurious Royal Star. Great to be with you, everybody, here in Panama. Everybody getting on board the Royal Star, and we can hardly wait to depart. I'm telling you right now, it's such an exciting adventure.
Welcome aboard Royal Star. Welcome to Panama.
The U.S. and Panama have literally never been closer. After flying down yesterday, we spent the night on the town in Panama City. Today, we're on board the Royal Star, only a short run from the first of many islands that we'll target during our 8-day trip. More than 1,500 tropical islands dot the coast of Panama, and each offers beautiful tropical vistas and tremendous fishing possibilities. We barely left port and David is already working his magic in the galley, preparing the first gourmet meal in what will be a week of sheer gluttony for all of us. The days of roughing it in Panama are long gone. In past years, the rich waters of Panamanian coast have been only accessible for yachts and people with extraordinary amounts of money, able to island hop here off the Panamanian coast. But Tim Ekstrom and Randy Toussaint are changing all of that as the Royal Star starts their second season in Panama. Tim and Randy have elected to start us off inshore, fishing tight to the islands where we've got a chance to limber up, fine-tune our tackle, and sample an unbelievable range of game fish. It doesn't take long for Chico Leonard to start us off. He's tossing the iron when he got slammed. But the exciting part of this type of fishing is no one's got a clue what he's got on his line. Whatever it is, it sure is pulling hard. It's an African pompano. It's not a huge fish, but they're really tough. When they turn that flat, muscular body at right angles to you, you'd swear you had a much bigger fish. A really cool, exotic way to get things started. Randy seems pleased with our start. Pete Gray, the popular host of the Let's Talk Hookup radio show, keeps the action going. That fish may be red, but it's no rock cod. It's a mutton snapper, They're one of Panama's top game fish, incredibly quick and really good eating.
They are feisty.
So this one's going to get the gaff. Or maybe he's going to get the gaff. We told you these things were feisty.
Pulling pretty good, Jeff?
Well, you know, we got a real decent one here. This is not going to set any records, but this is a good starter.
Good deal.
We are starting, evening off. Nice little snapper. That's a nice starter. What do you think?
Beautiful.
Little start?
Woo! Another one, Jeff? What's
Jeff
with
Cox
you?
definitely has a nice starter there, and he follows that one up with another tough snapper. It looks like dinner is definitely shaping up.
Yeah.
All the fish that we keep for the galley are being placed in a special tank where they're held in refrigerated seawater, RSW, at 30 degrees. The result, fresh, not frozen fillets. Chico keeps the bite going. These critters may look like streamlined sheep's head, but look at that fish pull. They come up and boil on the iron, bite like a mossback yellowtail, and taste like fresh sea bass. They're just great, great game fish. Chico's doing it right here, fishing the 40-pound mono with a nice heavy yo-yo style jig. It is so important when you get bit on the iron to keep turning the handle. That's how you're going to get these fish to stick. But once they stick and they start pulling line, you've really got to get tough. You've got to wind down. You've got to turn them around. There's structure there, and you've got to keep them out of the rocks. What an introduction to Panama's bounty. Just when it looked like this would turn into a straight snapper bite, David Miller has hooked one of their bigger cousins, a tough, old dogtooth snapper. And to keep the variety building, Pete Gray's hooked another real exotic,
Isn't that
a
something?
beautiful blue star jack.
What a gorgeous.
Beautiful, Pete.
Star.
As twilight approaches, the bite seems to be building. Chico's onto a real bull. This fish is not pulling like a snapper, but it's anybody's guess what he's hooked. That's the really exciting part about fishing a relatively new destination like this. You just never know what you'll hook. No wonder that fish was bullying Chico. It's an amberjack. They call them toros or bulls down here, and they're as tough as their namesake. And the variety just keeps on coming. Jesse Fishman has hooked a nice jack. But everybody is thinking amberjack and considering upgrading to heavier tackle. Panamanian amberjack regularly approach 100 pounds and can go much heavier than that. They're super tough fish, and it's going to be a challenge to keep them out of the reefs in this relatively shallow water. But before he can make the change, Barry Breitenberg is hooked up on relatively light tackle. Is this a big amberjack? If so, he could be in real trouble.
Thanks. Some kind of critter coming out of the deep. Going into the deep, coming out of the deep. Are you bit? Cubera.
Good job, Barry. It's a nice Cubera snapper.
There we go. That is hot on the surface iron, baby. Look at that thing.
Look at those teeth.
Man.
Calico bass on steroids.
That.
Nice Cubera snap on the surface iron.
Man, is that a beautiful.
Surface grind.
Love the 20 pound.
Good job, Barry.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, perfect release.
The 10.
Tom Cahill has hooked something really special. If that's another Cubera, it's got to be huge. Tom has made the switch to heavier tackle, but this fish has brought him to his knees. Uh-oh, this is gonna get bloody. If a wide open albacore bite where every fish is a carbon copy of the last one is one end of the continuum, then this is the opposite end of the continuum. There's just no way to know what each hookup will bring.
Bending the rod, boy.
No wonder that fish had Tom on his knees. It's another big bull amberjack. Oh my God. Just when it looks like it might go to straight amberjack, Tom Ball has added yet another dimension to the bite. He's got a chance to establish a brand new benchmark for the Royal Star. The very first roosterfish ever caught on the boat. Roosterfish are without question one of the world's most prized game fish, and this is a really nice rooster. How nice? Well, Tim's going over the side of the boat to make sure we catch and release this one successfully.
Okay, here he goes.
Notice one thing, that we're releasing an awful lot of fish here down here in Panama. You've got a commitment to doing that, don't you, here on the Royal Star?
That's exactly right. Both the tuna and the local fish. Any of the snappers, the amberjack, the grouper, the jacks, all that kind of stuff, we're really not interested in keeping any of that. We keep a few of the snappers for the galley, which we've enjoyed this trip tremendously. Otherwise, all the local fish, all the basically the indigenous species, we're letting them go.
It looks like that rooster was a solitary fish, patrolling the beach on his own, as the bite's apparently gone back to snapper. Scott McFarland's on to another red one.
better get on that thing, Chico.
Daylight is fading and the snapper on the grill in the galley, but no one is leaving the rail. That roosterfish has everyone anticipating the next hookup, and it looks like Chico has nailed a better grade of fish.
Here he is.
Oh, wait, down that corner.
I got him right here.
It's another good-sized amberjack. Tom Ball's back in action with another nice amberjack. David Miller joins the action with yet another toro. Another amberjack hits the deck for Jason Hammond as David Choate swings on a fish. Choate, one of the most confident anglers in the world, so he's using heavier tackle. He's seen enough amberjack come on board that he's absolutely certain he'll hang a big fish, and he's ready for anything. And it looks like he's made the right decision. This fish is really pulling. Choate's one of the most experienced long-range anglers on the West Coast. If this fish has David on his knees, you just gotta know it's a big fish.
The reel is your friend.
We've got color, and it's a big fish indeed. A quality amberjack. That fish may push the 100-pound mark.
Yeah.
Look here. Great picture.
Awesome.
So how's the inshore fishing in Panama? The pictures tell the whole story. Yellowfin tuna action from Panama when Catch It returns. Don't go away.
Like Survivor Panama. That's great.
Woo! Like something out of a jungle book.
Yeah. Totally. How beautiful. Hey everybody, we are here on the Royal Star. We've just come on board one of the islands here, and I'll tell you, it's a thing that's left me speechless. It is absolutely beautiful. Tim, tell everybody about the Royal Star and how you get to come on board at some of these Panamanian islands.
Well, it's one of the benefits of being here in Panama is that the environment offers a variety of beaches to land on in the event of really good fishing where everybody's just so worn out you need a break.
Only truly fanatic anglers like our group aboard the Royal Star would think of fishing from shore as a break from fishing from the boat. But sure enough, we've no sooner hit the beach than Jesse is trying his luck. And it doesn't take long for his first hookup. As Tim said, think calicos on steroids. These snapper are tremendous game fish, especially when they're matched with lighter tackle on the beach. Second cast, a second hookup. This time it's a feisty little jack, and he's got buddies. Those are free swimmer boils, Jesse is pointing out. Folks, it's 85 degrees. The sun is shining. You're on a tropical island. There isn't another person on the beach for miles in any direction. And the jacks are wide open. Does it get any better than this? Welcome to another day in paradise, Panama style. I repeat, the jacks are wide open. Now is a real break from fishing. Pete Gray playing on a Panamanian island point break. And the water temperature is 85 degrees too. After a day of inshore fishing and a morning of playing on the beach, Tim and Randy are taking us offshore for some big game trolling. But the offshore fishing here can be just as unpredictable as the inshore stuff. There's just no telling what the first strike will bring, and the anxiety level on deck is code red.
That was a nice way to get warmed up. I love walking.
Yeah, that's our first jig strike down here in Panama. Did that thing pull pretty good for you?
Yeah, he did. I really enjoy wahoo. It's just one of the greatest fish to catch, I think.
Now there's another story going on here. There's a lot of pressure on you to donate that for dinner.
Well, yeah, I guess I was just outvoted kind of like 19 to 1 or something like that.
Hey, well, congratulations. Beautiful fish, Tom.
Thank you, Bill. I enjoy them.
With our first jig strike producing a wahoo, Brian Cook is rigging the appropriate tackle. We're putting out the big mega baits with heavy wire leader. No fish in the ocean has sharper teeth than a wahoo, so wire's an absolute must. Unless, of course, you've got an unlimited budget for lures and no real desire to actually land a fish. Okay, so now we've got the wire leader set and we're rigged for wahoo. But this is Panama, so you know what to expect, right? Exactly, the unexpected. So Tom's wahoo turned out to be a sailfish. Not a bad alternative. No, we're not trying to gap that sail, just trying to pull the lure from his bill and release him to fight another day. A perfect release. Dad's wahoo turned into a sailfish? Not exotic enough for you? How about his son James' wahoo? It turned into a black marlin. But you really want to see Panamanian tough? Check out that frigate bird hovering above James Marlin. How's that for tough? A 4-pound frigate trying to eat a 400-pound marlin off the hook. Come on, James, land that fish or that frigate's gonna rob you. At this point, we know better than to assume that Jesse's hooked a wahoo, and of course he hasn't. It's an absolutely huge sailfish.
Like this.
We've all seen sailfish hanging over the bar in our favorite seafood restaurant, but many of those are Atlantic sails. Interior decorators prefer them for their compact size. An Atlantic sail of 100 pounds is a near record class. Down here, they grow them a little bit bigger. 100-pound sails are commonplace in Panama, but Jesse's hooked a really large fish.
Like this.
This one may be pushing 200 pounds.
Like this.
How's that sail fight, bud? Fine.
good one.
Sailfish are some of the fastest fish in the sea. They can swim in bursts of 50 knots, but like many billfish, they tire quickly when they start jumping, and Jesse's caught a break as this big boy has worn himself out with a great aerial display. Another perfect release. Panama is a place where you can go on a real jungle cruise. That's what we're doing right now in the Gamboa area, where we've seen crocodiles, monkeys, all kinds of wildlife. It's truly a fascinating country. The mom and baby have her up here. Here, Terrence, watch that. Are you filming?
Okay, Dad? Hey, Dad?
Gracias. You want to do it and I'll film you?
No.
We're on our way to the Panama Canal. No visit to this country is complete without a trip to the canal. It's truly one of the engineering wonders of the world. Like the moon landing, the canal is a lasting monument to the United States' ability to accomplish the virtually impossible. Pushing the canal through the malarial rainforest and across the unstable mountains of Panama, linking two oceans and changing the face of world trade forever. Was the early 20th century's equivalent of putting a man on the moon. The locks of the canal are absolutely awe-inspiring. 1,000 feet long and more than 100 feet wide, they can accommodate all but the absolute biggest ships in the world. By sailing across the isthmus in the canal, ships can make a 50-mile trip and save themselves more than 7,500 arduous miles around South America. We're running for an area of some big tuna that you found on the way down. Tell everybody about that.
Yeah, we're running to the traditional big tuna grounds in Panama here. It's actually the Gulf of Cherokee, which is kind of encompasses the Coib Island, Hannibal Bank area that most people are familiar with.
Right.
Also includes a couple islands called Jicaron, Montosa, and Ladrone. On the way over a few days ago, when we were coming down, 3-4 days ago now, we went through a beautiful area, big docile porpoise, which typically we can tell when the porpoise is holding fish just by the way they look and act. And we found a big area like that the other day on the way down by close to Montosa Island, which is where we did the bulk of our fishing last year. It looked great. We saw fish on the sonar. It looked like some big fish. It looked like some medium fish, but some big fish, meaning fish over 200 pounds. We definitely saw that on the way down the other day. So we'll be setting ourselves up to be in that area the day after tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll look in another area kind of on the way, which can be equally as productive at times.
Awesome.
And probably tomorrow evening we'll try to supplement our load of anchoveta with some big bait, so we can use the big heavy gear if we do get on the big fish the following day.
Beautiful. One thing I'm noticing is this weather. It is incredible. Is it normally this calm?
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is typical here. You know, you don't realize, you always think of Panama as, I think we always relate to California. It's up and, you know, northwest, southeast, but Panama actually runs east and west. So we're kind of in a lee almost. You know, it's a typical offshore wind. So there's the land and the wind's blowing out. You just don't get the big sea here.
It is gorgeous out here.
Yeah.
Well, folks, I can't tell you about the anticipation down on deck right now. We're heading for these big tuna on the Royal Star out of Panama. You can join them on a trip, and I certainly hope you do. We are so impressed with this operation.
Yeah, baby. Tuna fish, huh?
What do you think, Pete? First tuna.
Yeah!
How's that feel?
We're there. I'm feeling good. settle into your gear, relax. Remember, it's a marathon battle. It's not a sprint. It's something that time and time again we emphasize, and in a case like this, we're not in any hurry. You know, we've been looking for fish, what, for seems like 4 years, but it's been 4 days. Find a fish. Now is definitely not the time you want to break one off because you're too excited or you're just putting too much effort into it at the beginning. Slow yourself down, pace yourself over the long haul. You just work them in nice and easy, nice and easy. That is the way to catch big fish.
Nice and easy, and Tammy Cox has a nice big fish. Now the pressure's really on Jeff. Tammy followed Tim's advice to the letter and has a good tuna to show for it. Now it's Jeff's turn to complete the husband-wife double.
It's got a little heft to it.
Every serious tuna angler has to develop their own style. Why the right tackle and basic fundamentals are essential for anyone to have a shot at these fish, experienced long-range anglers like Jeff inevitably develop their own technique. Jeff's a tall guy. It's difficult for him to use the rail for leverage like so many anglers do when they're facing big tuna. His solution is definitely his own. Welcome to Jeff's Tuna Teeter-Totter. Just lean the rod on the rail, sit down, and you're having your own game of seesaw. Laugh if you want to, folks, but the tuna teeter-totter is obviously effective.
Good start.
A nice pair of his and her yellowfin tuna. Barry's hooked up to another quality yellowfin, and it looks like this bite is really going to go wide open.
These ones that swim with porpoise really have to swim.
Way to go, Barry! What do you say, dude?
It's the best down here. Tough animals down here.
Sometimes the tuna guys just don't play fair. Chico's hooked up with what appears to be a real cow. He's applying tremendous pressure, but he just can't seem to turn this fish. But the Royal Stars crew is ready for this contingency. If the fish won't come to you, we'll go to the fish. Tim loads Chico into the dinghy and off they go to follow the fish. Turns out it isn't the cow they were expecting. It's just foul hooked, and Chico is able to turn him around and make pretty short work of the fish from the skiff.
You gotta get him up there next to the skiff.
Slide the rod towards me here.
Here you go.
There's a perfect gap shot by Marcus with no room for error. That is, after all, an inflatable dinghy. Betcha, this is a blast, isn't it? Yeah. Look at the fish boil back there, Pete.
I don't think it's a whopper, but it's a tuna fish.
Maybe not a whopper, but this fish is really putting the hurt on Pete.
He took off. You had him. He was right there. Saw the boat? Saw that gap? Yeah! Yeah, baby. Oh. That is the toughest 80-pound yellowfin I've ever caught. And I guess down in this warm water in Panama, they're lean and they're mean and they're just tough, tough fish.
It's time to get tough with these fish. Time to break out the heavy tackle and big baits. Look at the size of the bait that fish ate. Tough fish indeed.
Sick. It's just sick.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, baby. Daddy's talking about some love tonight.
Van Halen talked about, right? Yeah, this is what it's all about. Big boys in the corner. Got hooked right off the bat, got sawed off. At 130, went and grabbed my 100. Dropped it straight in. Nice fish right in the corner. Full speed there. The boys did a great job chumming them up. That's what it's all about. Long range fishing, that's fine. That's what Daddy's talking about. Sportsman, fish on.
$85 degrees and a steady bite on quality fish that just don't seem to want to quit. Sometimes you've got to be careful what you wish for. In this climate, these fish can take a toll on even the most dedicated anglers. Take a look at Scott's face. But talented anglers can also take a toll on the fish. Great job, Scott!
With the help of Captain Randy Toussaint, one of the finest mathsmen on the West Coast, we are now approaching another school of dolphins here that we hope some yellowfin tuna are associated with.
As we slid up on the school Randy spotted, we get a double jig strike. Both Tom and David are on.
Fish are starting to roll in the corner.
Long-range sport fishing in Panama doesn't get any more elemental than this. Two talented and experienced anglers matched against two monstrous yellowfin. Fortunately, both Tom and David are using the right stuff. 130-pound test outfits on quality 2-speed reels. At this point, it really comes down to a sophisticated game of tug of war.
All I can do is laugh, man. That's what I come down here for. That's the stuff.
That's what we all came to Panama for. It was the right stuff indeed. I hope you enjoyed our adventure on the Royal Star. I'm Philip Friedman. Thanks for watching.